This is Chapter 7, Section 3, Problem 7. Find the critical values and rejection regions for the indicated t-test, level of significance alpha, and sample size n. Two-tailed test, a two-tailed test. Okay, so when you have a two-tailed test here, you're going to have rejection regions on both sides. In this case here, rejection region is 0.10, so half of it will be on one side and half will be on the other side. We'll also have t-scores where one t-score here, test statistic, is positive and the other one's negative. So what we found is that the degrees critical region here, our critical region here is 0.10, and our n is our sample size. So we can find degrees of freedom. It's going to be 9 minus 1 is 8, and our alpha is 0.10. So on the table here, we have a two-tailed test. So we look in here. Alpha is 0.10, and in this case here, our degrees of freedom is 8. And where they cross up will give us our t-scores. So it goes across here. And where this comes down here, where they cross is going to be the absolute value of our t-score. In this case, it's 1.860. But since it's a two-tailed test, on the right side, it's going to be 1.860, and on left side, it's going to be a negative 1.860, and where that comes from there. So in this case here, you're going to have our rejection region where the t-score is going to be greater than 1.860, and the t-score is going to be smaller than a negative 1.860. So if it falls in here, it's going to be greater than a positive 1.80. And if it falls in here, it's going to be smaller than a negative 1.860. So that's how they define that rejection region there, where they reject the null hypothesis.